amazing tournament that I once was a part of.
And of course, Fnatic TEKKZ from left to right in the Liverpool kit, as always, and he kicks things off with a bang, and it's going to be Cruyff into the top right-hand corner. Easy as you like, not the start you want to see if you're a MOAUBA fan.
The perfect start for TEKKZ, scoring his first attack of this game, the final. Brilliant scoop turn inside the box, finishing it very early in the game, but well played from TEKKZ.
Well, MOAUBA from right to left in the white kit is going to have to dig deep. He was able to do so against Nicholas Razek, to be fair to him, so don't count him out just yet. But one thing that is scary is when TEKKZ gets a lead, he does start to really roll his opponents. The floodgates open, the goals start to come in, and MOAUBA has to be very careful here, be on his A game, otherwise we might see TEKKZ at his prime.
That's exactly true. TEKKZ on the attack is so dangerous. It's so scary to come up against a player like him. He doesn't have a chance here.
Again. No, going to be denied. And it's just going to be the corner. You are right, Alan. I mean, everyone feared TEKKZ when they went up against him. Cruyff tries to get on. Vieira plays it back, but MOAUBA defensively looking strong. Doesn't want to go too behind here, but it's still possession for TEKKZ. Vieira again. This time, MOAUBA keeps possession.
TEKKZ is so dangerous on top of the box. Whenever the final striker gets the ball, especially when it's an R9, Eusebio, Johan Cruyff, 5-star weak-footed attacking players. That's definitely a part of TEKKZ's attack in this FIFA 20. However, the MOAUBA, he's sort of shown some very great defensive abilities. He's came back against Razek, being a goal down 2 times. So definitely there's still a lot to play for.
And it's these through balls that MOAUBA found so much success with, especially against Gorilla. And TEKKZ, I think, will have to be careful about that, because TEKKZ is also known for bringing his fullbacks quite far up and defending with them high up on the pitch. As now he's actually using Cancelo a little bit aggressively here. A couple of 1-2s. Will play a through ball of his own to Neymar on the right-hand side. Just a ball roll to get away the first man. Gets to Cruyff inside. The track back is there, and the cutback manages to find Mbappe. Left foot! And TEKKZ has done it again. 2-0 in 20 minutes. The ball was bobbling around the box, but as soon as he got shot on goal, he took his opportunity.
What a beautiful goal from TEKKZ there. As you guys seen, Mbappe, he was sort of off balance there, and instead of forcing and rushing the shot, he took the extra touch, cool, calm, and collected, composed, and he buries it, only doubling his cushion.
Well, very much a cushion indeed, and early warning signs for MOAUBA. If he doesn't get something soon, TEKKZ is just going to be oozing confidence. And with new signing Fnatic Harry behind him as well, we know that that turns him into a different beast. We've seen him at events previously where Harry has coached him. It just gives him that little extra edge where they're so well at the moment. And he's got another corner here, and it smiles all round, which is something we've missed, I feel. Definitely saw a couple of grumpy faces from TEKKZ throughout FIFA 20.
Definitely so. Probably feels like he didn't have the best year on FIFA 20, but oh man, once he starts finding his rhythm, his form, he's gonna do stuff like that off the post from R9. That could have been the 3rd goal, Dan.
Could have been so close, but maybe MOAUBA can go down the other end and punish it here. And that's one of always the ways that you can get back into someone's head, is by converting after they've hit the post, as it is going to be Dembele on the ball, but Vieira defends well for TEKKZ. And that was almost, I mean, you feel it 3-0, Alan. After 30 minutes, we'd be starting to write down the trophy as TEKKZ's.
100%. No, yeah, TEKKZ definitely is a player who, statistically, whenever he takes the lead, it's so difficult to come back and sort of defeat him. MOAUBA has a task at hand. He not only has to take down TEKKZ 1 time, he has to beat him twice in a 2-series matchup, which is very, very difficult. And we gotta keep in mind, TEKKZ is #1 on Xbox at the moment. It's no easy task for MOAUBA.
But MOAUBA is a world champion for a reason, and the odds were against him when he was playing against MS Tassari in that FIFA 19 E-World Cup final. No one would have seen MOAUBA walking away with that trophy, and he needs to find similar form here if he is going to take down TEKKZ, because not only does he need to beat him in this 2-legged affair, but he'll have to go and do it again if he were to be the champion here. There's now Mbappe on the ball as he steals it away, plays it up to Cruyff for TEKKZ, and there could be a counter-attack here because there's plenty of red shirts streaming forward on the pitch. Hullet, though, will give the ball away. And TEKKZ does need to be careful giving it away in these areas because MOAUBA is lethal on the counter-attack, but the keeper makes one heck of a save there. Otherwise, that could have been MOAUBA's first.
What an absolute save from the goalkeeper. I've seen MOAUBA in this tournament score goals from the exact same position. MOAUBA still has a lot of time in this game. He's only 2 goals down. If he scores this goal, right, it's going to give him confidence to score the other goal to come back. So definitely great attacking play from MOAUBA. He's sort of finding a rhythm in the attack right now with that shot, testing out TEKKZ's goalkeeper.
If MOAUBA can disrupt the patterns that TEKKZ develops, get in behind those defensive lines and maybe get a goal, he might be able to start to believe he can get back into this game. It does have to be this next one, I feel, though. At 3 goals, TEKKZ, the smiles will be all there, the confidence will be all there. So MOAUBA has to ensure that he focuses up at this point, and that is not an intended pun here, as now he moves forward with R9, does manage to get past Vieira, but he's brought down. An interesting position for a free kick, and MOAUBA does get a little bit creative with his set pieces. Bullet stands over it at the moment, but does have the option to switch that if he wants. The way he's lining up right now, you'd expect this to just be played short, added on time, so maybe the last attack he's actually gone for goal, but keeper just punches it wide.
What a save there. He went for the direct free kick, something that we normally do not see in the FIFA 20 side of things. Players usually play it short to sort of retain that ball possession. With the goalkeeper movement, with the ability to move your defensive player next to your goalkeeper on the goal line, it makes it very difficult to score directly from the free kick. But that was great.
Referee still not blown his whistle here, which might mean a chance for a third here for TEKKZ just before half-time, but MOAUBA ensures that that's not going to happen. 45 minutes gone, and a 2-goal lead then for Fnatic TEKKZ. 2 early goals as well, Alan. I mean, this is the TEKKZ that we've been expecting to see ever since his consistency through FIFA 19 and the early stages of FIFA 20 as well. It seems like he's found his form just at the right moment.
Definitely the perfect moment at a grand final of the eChampions League, one of the best competitions in the world, if not the best, right behind the World Cup. However, though, TEKKZ, it's always good to see him happy, smiling. It shows the confidence. It shows that he wants to play. However, though, there's still a lot of time to play, right? Great build-up plays from TEKKZ to score nice and early in this game. MOAUBA had some chances, like this one.
To the back post, almost enough for MOAUBA. And you are right, it might all be smiles for TEKKZ, but MOAUBA does have the possibility to turn that smile into a frown very quickly with just a couple of goals of his own. And the way he has been scoring against Gorilla and against Nicholas Razek today, and definitely not counting him out just yet, because I feel like everyone has counted him out in this tournament, and we've all really been caught off guard. Maybe only Diddy Chris, NYC Chris, was the one who backed MOAUBA.
Yeah, you can't count him out. And there's a reason. He's at the final. He had a very difficult route, but he's showing the mentality of a champion, climbing the mountain, making it all the way to the grand final, despite being in the losers bracket. Amazing stuff from MOAUBA. I mean, just a player that still definitely is in this game.
R9 though for TEKKZ. Does get dispossessed, goes as far as Mbappe, but the referee's going to pull that one back. And MOAUBA can start to evaluate how he wants to break down this defense of TEKKZ, because he hasn't found too much success so far. One thing we've always credited TEKKZ for is not only his offensive ability, but how he defends when he does have the advantage. It's why, Alan, he's so difficult to beat when he takes the lead. And maybe from this attack, it could be a third, but again, just intelligent play, recycling the ball and going back to the fullbacks.
Definitely. The thing about TEKKZ right now is that he's not only confident and showing some great signs of attack, he's also defending quite well. I am seeing that MOAUBA is utilizing his outside backs. He was making the run outside, so definitely TEKKZ can counter. Chance here.
Denied instantly, though, but a second bite of the cherry, maybe. Not quite, but still, those warning signs there for MOAUBA. Has to be careful, because if one more goes in, suddenly he's going to find himself that in the same position that Gorilla was against him. We all know that a 3-goal lead, very difficult to come back from. But a chance for a breather and a chance to reassess some tactics here.
Definitely. MOAUBA right now, you know, taking that break, that pause. Maybe he's making some super subs right now, some tactical adjustments. Right now, at this time, I wouldn't sort of do anything too crazy. I wouldn't drastically change your attack. I just keep on doing what you feel comfortable with. The chances were still there for MOAUBA. And it's very interesting how Goretzka has been such a player, a diverse player, playing in very unorthodox positions. Some players are utilizing him as a left midfielder, others as an outside back, as a center defensive midfielder. He's a complete package.
It has been great to see the difference of players being used with the squad restrictions in this tournament. Maybe this for MOAUBA. It's just gone wide. Tried it first time with Hullet, and his reaction says it all. So close, but so far. Maybe now something here from this attack, though. Nice little fake shot to beat the first man, but can't get past the second. TEKKZ doing well to read what MOAUBA has to offer here.
Definitely. He needs to keep up the defensive work that he's applying on MOAUBA if he wants to see this game out. MOAUBA getting to TEKKZ's final third, which is always good to see, and MOAUBA obviously stopping TEKKZ from seeing that third goal.
It is crazy to think, really, if we go all the way back to Thursday when we kicked off this competition and TEKKZ going through in the group after winning on penalty shootout and then winning in extra time. It wasn't made to look easy. However, today he has looked pretty comfortable against Nicolas Razek, and now looks like the TEKKZ of old here against MOAUBA as well. There were a lot of people questioning his ability and his consistency during the latter stages of FIFA 20. But now with a 2-0 lead and looking to make it 3, TEKKZ has returned to form. But for MOAUBA, still 20 minutes, Alan. Still plenty of time, as well as a potential second leg here, as now Hullet striding forward. Can't quite get through.
MOAUBA creating those chances. He just got to get the final pass off before TEKKZ's defense stops him. And yeah, TEKKZ, honestly, you just got to admire the things that he has been accomplishing in the recent years. FIFA 18, winning the Champions Cup. Over there in Barcelona, 19, winning 5 Champions Cups. What a great chance here, though, from MOAUBA.
Massive chance, but also a huge, huge save. As TEKKZ still keeps his 2-goal cushion, but it is going to be a corner now for MOAUBA as he moves forward with Messi and turns right on the edge of the box, but he can't get past the fullback of TEKKZ. And look at this calm approach, just dinking it between the defenders.
Some people probably ruled him out this FIFA 20 competitive season, but look at where he's at. He has so much cushion, not only with the scoreline, but he can afford to lose this series against MOAUBA to play another series for the eChampions Invitational. Definitely, this is the position that you do not want to be in if you're coming up against TEKKZ. He's keeping ball possession right now. MOAUBA doing a good job of utilizing his center defensive midfielders, his outside backs. Player switching.
Nice heel to heel from R9 to get away from the defender there. Now the pass into Cruyff, and things starting to speed up for TEKKZ ever so slightly. Heel to heel again, but he's just being swarmed by white shirts. Somehow still has possession over Vieira here. Plays it back, and maybe this could be the third for TEKKZ. He's still onside! And it's going to be 3 for Fnatic TEKKZ. MOAUBA, head in hands. He can only laugh at what he's just witnessed. But for TEKKZ, he held on to possession. He was patient, and he picked that moment perfectly.
Patient, he was very composed there. On the other side of things, MOAUBA, he's going to feel very hard done by his Vieira, a player who has been performing very well for him, not only defensively, but he also scored some goals. He's going to be questioning how he didn't dispossess Johan Cruyff out wide there. That right there was the difference in that goal.
That has been one of the things that has separated TEKKZ from many players, though, in recent times, is how quickly he adapts to these scenarios when he has the ball, when maybe a lot of players wouldn't expect to have possession there. Maybe can he get himself back into this game before the second leg? No. Possession just turned over by TEKKZ, and I'm sure if TEKKZ can make this 4 before the 90th minute, MOAUBA is going to be going into that second leg wondering what he has to do to beat the boy wonder.
The thing is that TEKKZ just brought in some fresh pair of legs. Mane, the fellow Liverpool player. TEKKZ, as a Liverpool fan, is probably going to try to see that 4th goal with Mane. He also brought in Dembele. So if I'm Mo here, definitely do not want to concede another goal before the second leg.
Well, Mo still not being able to get through the defensive line of TEKKZ, and There's a nice amount of aggression, to be honest, with how TEKKZ is defending at the moment. A couple of slide tackles being thrown into the equation, as now he has the last attack of the game, or at least he would have if he hadn't given possession away. MOAUBA could really do with a goal here, and there's plenty of space on the left-hand side here as he charges forward. Is he going to opt to go for a cross? No, he can't get past the fullback. It is going to be a corner, though. Are we going to see him go for this front post header? He does. Ball goes out yet again. And one more corner. No, it's a free kick. And that's going to be that for TEKKZ in this first leg. 3-0. And Fnatic TEKKZ looking at his prime.
He really is. This game was a very interesting one. We did see some very early goals. It definitely can be the difference in this matchup between the two competitors. Johan Cruyff with a scoop turn, finishing it. You have Harry over there celebrating with Fnatic TEKKZ, the Fnatic duo. And this finish right here from TEKKZ was just brilliant, showing cool, calm, and collected composure, finishing it instead of taking that rushed off balance shot with Mbappe. And this right here, Vieira, unlucky for MOAUBA, but Vieira just did not come through for him. And then right there, TEKKZ capitalizes and scores it. And that right there are the 3 goals that we did see. MOAUBA, yeah, as you can see from his facial expressions, he just can't believe it.
Well, TEKKZ there just keeping his head. eChampions League Invitational. TEKKZ brings us a 3-goal advantage into this second leg, but we will be underway with MOAUBA in possession here. And an early goal here would do wonders for his confidence and his chances, but just can't get past that first defender. Vieira stepping in at the right time.
Patrick Vieira being utilized as a center back, as we've seen. He's very versatile. Some competitors believe MOAUBA is using him as a center defensive midfielder. My fellow teammate on Complexity, Joxon, other top players have been utilizing Vieira as a center back, and we've seen right there what he can do. And instead of using Vieira as center defensive midfielder, I like TEKKZ's selection of players. He's using Ander Herrera, a player that I've used before. He's so good in the midfield. He offers quick pace, quick agility, on the ball, off the ball, very good strength and good defensive attributes.
Yeah, some of these players that we just haven't seen through the FIFA 20 competitive season. But TEKKZ starting to speed up his play a little bit. Fake shot to try and beat the first man. We'll just go out of play for a corner. And the first goal is going to be absolutely everything in this second leg. If it goes to MOAUBA, then I'd say game on. But if TEKKZ is able to make this a 4-goal lead, we might have to start engraving his name on that trophy already. And oh dear, he's done it again, has TEKKZ. An early goal to really crush the hopes and dreams of MOAUBA.
And that's what TEKKZ needs. He just needs a little bit of space to find the goal. MOAUBA frustrated there. I can tell you why. Because he fell as if he was going to intercept that pass. But TEKKZ, he sees the game. He's not only just looking at the ball carrier at all times. He's looking around the pitch, the potential passes. And he definitely took advantage of that one.
All to do now for MOAUBA. It's become an absolute mountain to climb, but maybe this through ball, and oh no, Hullet's fluffed it. Just couldn't get on the end of it. Too many defenders stretching their legs. And TEKKZ will keep this 4-0 lead, and the goalkeeper sending an absolute pinger of a through ball, and he's managed to hold on to it as well, has Neymar. He's going to keep striding forward, does play it back ever so slightly, now on the edge of the box with R9. Herrera. Back to Hullet. Nice little 1-2s between these central midfielders. R9 again finds Mbappe, and just look at the triangles that are being created here by TEKKZ. So difficult for MOAUBA to keep on top of. It just allows him to take his time, assess where he wants to try and penetrate this defence. And then we know how TEKKZ quickly strikes when he sees the right moment. And maybe this is going to be that moment with Cruyff right on the edge of the box. A nice little half drag back to try and fake. Another one to beat the man. A nice pass to R9. R9 yet again on the box, and it's all perfect from TEKKZ, and that would have been such a good goal, Alan.
It would have been...
Oh, no! Never mind. Almost MOAUBA gifting him a 5th, but that was just such good play.
Dan, that last opportunity from TEKKZ would have probably been the goal of the tournament. The skill moves, the drive backs, creating the opportunity, just having MOAUBA's defenders all over the place on skates, you can say. Amazing. And we got to talk about that through ball from the goalkeeper. What a brilliant way to start the counterattack.
Yeah, that's what TEKKZ has to offer. Always something a little bit different. Always looking at that radar at the bottom of the screen to try and stretch the pitch as much as he can. But MOAUBA still somewhat in this game at the moment. Has to have the next goal, though, and maybe this could be it. Nice little turn, and it is it. It is going to be the first for MOAUBA. Eusebio tucks it away. It's the equaliser in this second leg, and it's the little bit of hope that MOAUBA did need to get back into this tie.
Amazing goal from MOAUBA. Everyone thought that he was going to go to the right side of the goal. Instead, he utilizes Eusebio's 5-star weak foot. He sent TEKKZ flying to the right side. Every player, the goalkeeper, thought Eusebio was going to finish to the right side on his strong foot, but instead he goes to the left side and just a brilliant finish.
Is that going to rattle the confidence of TEKKZ, or are we now going to see him answer back and try and put this game to bed? If it wasn't already tucked in, I'm sure TEKKZ would like to do so sooner rather than later. Doesn't want to give MOAUBA even any chance, and maybe here with R9 is right, but Courtois just punches it to his left. A great save in the end, but it's still going to be a corner. Still going to be possession here for TEKKZ. And any possession is always going to mean a threat, but he's taken his time and he has recycled ever so slightly. More than happy just to eat away at this time here.
Yeah, we're seeing TEKKZ not going straight on the attack. He's utilizing the ball possession. What a big tackle on the counterattack now. MOAUBA
does have a chance with a through ball to Eusebio. Has to get past the first defender, though, which he cannot do. The Vieira works perfectly for TEKKZ. Didn't work quite so well for MOAUBA earlier. And that was a chance. And MOAUBA, I'm sure, will be kicking himself for not making more of it.
Yeah, that was such a great opportunity for MOAUBA, and he just didn't take advantage of it. That could have been the difference heading into the second half. That would have been such a big goal, being only 2 goals down, reducing the margins, right? The TEKKZ, he's keeping possession. Now, I feel like we're sort of starting to see some time management from him as he has the ball down the wing with Mbappe.
Can try and make something from this. Hullet plays it into R9. Mbappe has made the run, but R9 with the elastico finds Cruyff and almost gets the through ball to Mbappe. TEKKZ linking up so well and looking so smooth with his attacks, but MOAUBA starting to read it a little bit better. But is it a case of too late for him now, as he's still 3 goals behind?
Yeah, and the thing is that MOAUBA, whenever he was winning all of these games, he was in the lead early on in the game, and he had such a deep defensive line, which made it super difficult to break down. But now that he's down by 3 goals, you can see that TEKKZ is seeing all sorts of gaps between the defensive line, MOAUBA's center defensive midfielders. As you can see, an offside trap right there. MOAUBA just has to play sort of unorganized, right? He has to move all of his players in the attack.
MOAUBA's last-ditch attempt to tackle has worked out. The half-time whistle will be blown. All square in the second leg, but still a 3-goal deficit for MOAUBA. 45 minutes to try and find 3 goals just to take this to extra time. And even then, Alan, if he were to make that miraculous comeback and win this, he would have to play another 2 games against TEKKZ to try and win this trophy. Everything right now is screaming TEKKZ as the eChampions League Invitational champion. But, and it's a big but, MOAUBA is always going to have that possibility of getting back into things.
It's possible, but against a player like TEKKZ, it's going to be very, very difficult, especially with the scoreline that we are seeing. If MOAUBA manages to come back and win this series and then win the next series to be claimed the eChampions League Invitational tournament winner, it's going to be absolutely impressive.
Well, it's all ifs and buts at the moment. We can only go on facts right now, and the fact of the matter is TEKKZ holds a 3-0 lead with 45 minutes to play, and he's flowing forward yet again with Mbappe. Drag back after drag back just to suss out what MOAUBA's going to do and try and lure him into lunging one of these players out of position. And there is that little bit of space he's been looking for with R9. Another drag back to get closer towards the edge of the box. We'll utilise Hullet here to see if Mbappe can maybe do something. Little scoop turn to try and beat him. He does manage to get past, but eventually João Felix, of all people, is going to be back to regain possession for Mo.
Great defense from MOAUBA there. And Dan, as someone who has been in this position that MOAUBA sort of finds himself in, it's just so difficult, right? Because you have to play careless defense. Yeah, he has attack right here. We got to pay attention to this important attack.
Does have a chance to do something, and again, it was from that through ball behind the fullbacks, but what can he do from the edge? That's a beautiful set of skill, but unfortunately for MOAUBA, TEKKZ is wise to it. He does manage to regain possession, maybe a little bit of a mistake here from TEKKZ, but again, TEKKZ just so quick to respond to his own mistakes.
Yeah, and as I was saying, it's going to be so difficult for MOAUBA to sort of keep his defensive structure, his center backs in position, his center defensive midfielders in position, which then is going to allow TEKKZ, a player of his caliber with the attack he has, to sort of take advantage of those gaps. So MOAUBA not only has to worry on his attack, but he also has to worry on his defending.
Time slowly ticking away for MOAUBA. Every attack that comes to nothing gets TEKKZ closer and closer to being the winner of the eChampions League Invitational. But just one goal could change things here for MOAUBA. Eusebio manages to play it forward, but can't get on the end of it. MOAUBA really struggling now to get past the initial defense of TEKKZ, let alone the last-ditch defenders. And as soon as TEKKZ regains possession, Alan, he's just holding on to it.
TEKKZ has become a lot better at time managing. Instead of going forward, like the TEKKZ that we all know who likes to score a lot of goals, he's now sort of keeping the ball possession when it matters, not giving up the unnecessary attack. And that can come down to having a teammate like Fnatic Harry, who lets you know like what to do, certain tactics that may up your game. So it's always good to have a coach, an analyst at your side, a teammate, a friend.
Just someone behind you to keep a level head is always going to be an advantageous position for you. And TEKKZ not taking any risks and not giving MOAUBA a ticket back into this game whatsoever.
In this final leg of this series, and it's not looking too good for MOAUBA. He needs to score 3 goals. I wish we could see sort of what he's doing at the moment. We're currently looking at TEKKZ's side of things, his screen. But I can already show you that Mo is going to switch formations. If not formations, he's going to go press after heavy touch. He's going to go constant pressure, super high depth. Just basically give it all that he has, as we've seen in previous matches in this competition. Players going with the 3 at the back formation. He just has to at this point to see what he can do.
Well, before today, TEKKZ was saying his heart was racing a little bit. The adrenaline was pumping through him, and he had kind of refound that drive to play in these competitive tournaments again. Almost the ball being given away there. Have to be careful with those short goal kicks. But TEKKZ, after a disappointing performance in the Summer Cup series in Europe, is back again and is in fine form. And unless we see something big here from MOAUBA, we're getting closer to awarding TEKKZ with yet another title under his belt. Maybe now R9, though, can do something for MOAUBA. Nice little 1-2, but it's denied yet again.
He needs to be careful. He's going to get caught in the counter-attack. Now that he's playing with the 3 at the back formation, I would not be surprised if we see another goal coming from TEKKZ, because right now, MOAUBA is definitely very vulnerable at the back.
And that's exactly what TEKKZ will want, to try and take advantage of anyone who's vulnerable at the back so he can start to flourish and shine in that final third, as he has done so much throughout recent iterations of FIFA. 79 minutes now have gone in this game, leaving only 11 left for MOAUBA to try and make some sort of comeback. And it has to be now, but he just can't get that through ball to work. It was so successful earlier, Alan, but TEKKZ has gotten onto it and is always wise to it.
And that's what makes TEKKZ a champion at the end of the day. He can adapt to anyone's play style. Heck, people have to adapt to his play style. And it's just so impressive, and how TEKKZ has just been one of the top dogs, if not the top dog in the FIFA scene as of recent. It all started back in FIFA 18, and just what he's been able to accomplish as a competitor myself is just impressive. You just gotta honestly respect all the things that he has done, because let me tell you, it is not easy to be that consistent as he is. There's only a few players that sort of are always constantly in the top 4, top 3, top 2, and TEKKZ is definitely one of those.
No one can deny just how well TEKKZ has played in the years we've seen him in competitive FIFA. And for all the questions of is he the best ever, well, certainly he's the best right now. As almost MOAUBA had a chance to at least make it a little bit worrying, but TEKKZ can maybe put this final nail in the coffin as he strides forward with R9, and it should be a comfortable one. But he tries to go for something special. He's not rewarded for it, but I appreciate his attempt.
That's the TEKKZ that we all know. Everyone probably thought he was just going to go with the simple finish there, the 1v1 breakaway, but instead he did that at the biggest stage of it on the eChampions League final. Oh man, you can just see the confidence that he has when playing FIFA.
Well, with just 2 added on minutes, it's a formality at this point, and it looks like we're going to end with one of the FIFA 20 majors starting just as it begun. TEKKZ is going to be the eChampions League Invitational champion. He just keeps doing it every time we count him out, and every time we say that TEKKZ is gonna disappear, he comes back and he wins titles. The glasses are on, Alan. The money is in his pocket, $35,000, and our eChampions League Invitational win.
35,000 for TEKKZ. You guys can see celebrating with this team. The winner, Fnatic TEKKZ. He's back at it again, winning at the biggest stage, the eChampions League final. Well deserved, and honestly, the things that he has been doing, the finishing, Mbappe, honestly taking advantage of all of the chances that he has been given. Well done. Great performance from TEKKZ.
And the fact that he was able to do it in such the early stages as well, Alan. I mean, it was early goals in the first leg, it was an early goal in the second leg, but in the end, the final score, 4-1 to TEKKZ against the current E-World Cup champion in MOAUBA.